Welcome to the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast, your go-to source for the latest developments, trends, and regulatory changes in the industry. I'm your host, Steve Hamoan, here to provide you with insights sourced from reputable news outlets to help you stay informed and make well-informed decisions.
This podcast is brought to you by Real Approved Inc., a trusted mortgage brokerage dedicated to helping Canadians achieve their homeownership dreams. Visit realapproved.ca to learn more about how our experienced team can assist you with your mortgage needs. Let's dive into today's episode.
All right, Janine, let's talk about Ontario's ambitious target of building 1.5 million new homes. This goal is looking more and more difficult to achieve as time goes on. What are your thoughts on why this target seems increasingly out of reach?
Well, Steve, one of the major issues seems to be the rising costs associated with building materials and labor. Reports suggest that these costs have skyrocketed, making it much more expensive to construct new homes. This is definitely putting a strain on developers and impacting their ability to meet these targets.
You're absolutely right, Janine. The financial aspect is a significant hurdle. But there's also the matter of regulatory and zoning challenges. Municipalities are often slow to approve new developments due to complex regulations, which further delays the process.
Exactly. And let's not forget the skilled labor shortage. With fewer workers available, projects are taking longer to complete. It's a tough situation because even if we have the resources, we need the manpower to get things done.
Another point to consider is the infrastructure that needs to accompany these new homes. If we don't have the roads, public transit, and utilities in place, it makes it difficult to support large-scale residential developments. This is something that cannot be overlooked if we're to meet these ambitious goals.
And there's also the environmental aspect. Many communities are pushing back against new developments due to concerns over green space and environmental impact. Balancing growth with sustainability is crucial, but it does add another layer of complexity to reaching these targets.
In summary, while the goal of 1.5 million new homes is admirable, there are numerous factors that make it challenging. From financial constraints to regulatory hurdles, labor shortages, infrastructure needs, and environmental concerns, it's a multifaceted issue that requires a comprehensive approach to solve. All right, Janine, let's delve into this week's top stories in Canadian real estate. One of the standout points is the rapid increase in household debt, which is growing twice as fast as it did in 2019. This growth is largely driven by mortgages, with household debt reaching $3.04 trillion in February. What does this mean for the market?
Steve, it's certainly a significant development. Despite some economic uncertainties, Canadians seem undeterred when it comes to borrowing, especially for mortgages. The fact that mortgage credit makes up 84% of this increase suggests that people are either refinancing or purchasing new homes, even if existing home sales are not as robust.
That's true, Janine. It indicates that while the frenzy of zero-rate borrowing has slowed, we're seeing a return to pre-pandemic borrowing norms. However, this also raises questions about sustainability. If debt levels keep climbing, could this lead to potential issues down the line?
Absolutely, Steve. High debt levels can be concerning, especially if economic conditions change or if interest rates rise. It could put a strain on households, making it challenging for them to manage their finances. It's something that lenders and policymakers will need to keep a close eye on.
Moving on to real estate prices, there's a bit of a mixed picture. The Canadian Real Estate Association reported a drop in benchmark prices by 0.7% in April, which is now 3.6% lower than last year. This suggests that buyers are still hesitant to accept higher prices. But on the flip side, Brookfield's RPS data shows a 1.1% gain in prices for the same month. What do you make of this contradiction?
The discrepancy between these reports is quite intriguing. It highlights the different perspectives within the market. While real estate boards and buyers see prices falling, lenders might be using Brookfield's data to justify higher valuations for mortgage lending. It creates a complex scenario where different stakeholders have varying views on the market's direction.
Indeed, Janine. It emphasizes the importance of context when interpreting these numbers. Both sets of data could be accurate, but are reflective of different aspects of the market. This could mean that while some areas or types of properties are seeing price increases, others are facing declines.
Exactly, Steve. It's a reminder that the real estate market is not monolithic. Local factors such as supply and demand dynamics can greatly influence price trends in specific areas. For buyers and sellers, understanding these nuances is crucial for making informed decisions.
Lastly, let's touch on the job market and its potential implications. BMO has noted a significant divergence between the Canadian and US labor markets, with Canada's unemployment rate now 1.7 points higher than the US. This gap is historically associated with a weaker Canadian dollar. How might this impact the real estate market?
A weaker Canadian dollar can have various effects, Steve. It might make Canadian real estate more attractive to foreign investors, potentially driving up demand in certain markets. However, it could also lead to higher costs for imported goods, including building materials, which could affect construction and development.
That's a good point, Janine. It's a complex situation with multiple factors at play. As we move forward, it will be crucial to monitor these developments closely to understand how they might influence the real estate market and broader economy. Now let's turn our attention to some exciting developments in the lending industry. Equifax has teamed up with Render to introduce a new decisioning platform called Clear Decision. This platform is designed to enhance the way lenders make decisions by utilizing Equifax robust credit bureau data alongside categorized open banking insights. Janine, what do you think makes this collaboration between Equifax and Render so noteworthy?
Steve, it's a significant step forward for lenders. The integration of both credit reference and open banking data into a single platform allows for a more comprehensive understanding of a customer's financial situation. This is particularly beneficial when dealing with marginal credit applications, where the decision to approve or deny can often be quite challenging.
Absolutely, Janine. By automating the process of combining these data sets, Clear Decision not only speeds up the underwriting process, but also reduces the likelihood of manual errors. This efficiency is crucial for lenders as it enables them to make more informed decisions across various asset classes, including mortgages, retail finance, motor finance, and unsecured credit.
And there's also a significant emphasis on tackling fraudulent applications, Steve. By having a deeper insight into a customer's financial behavior through open banking data, lenders can more effectively identify and mitigate potential fraudulent activities. This not only protects lenders, but also builds trust with consumers.
Stephen Maitland from Equifax UK highlighted the importance of delivering better consumer outcomes through a deeper understanding of customers' affordability. This platform aims to broaden financial inclusion and give lenders the confidence to approve more customers by leveraging open banking data more effectively.
Jonathan Massey-Taylor from Render echoed this sentiment, noting that Clear Decision has the potential to be a game changer for the industry. By expanding the accessibility of open banking, the platform can improve decision-making at scale, which is an exciting prospect for lenders looking to enhance their operational efficiency.
Overall, this partnership between Equifax and Render is a promising development in the world of lending. It demonstrates how leveraging technology and data can lead to more accurate and faster decision-making processes, ultimately benefiting both lenders and borrowers alike. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. We hope you found today's insights valuable as you navigate the world of mortgages and real estate.
Before you go, a quick reminder, Real Approved is here to make your mortgage journey smoother. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing, their experienced team is ready to guide you with personalized support every step of the way. Visit realapproved.ca to get started and take the next step toward achieving your homeownership goals. Catch you next time and stay informed with the latest industry insights.